Istanbul. So I am just walking to the Grand Bazaar now, which is one of the things I wanted to make sure I saw at this time in Istanbul, because even though it's my third time, I haven't actually been. I am actually just walking past, I think this is the Blue Mosque. I'll double check that. I'm not going to go inside this time because I did go in the first time I was in Istanbul, but I'll show you some of the Blue Mosque from the outside. So it's got a lot of scaffolding all over it. Didn't have that last time. Right, let's go find this Grand Bazaar. The Grand Bazaar's shut! Alright, so no Grand Bazaar for me. I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow. But that's alright. I will be there then, and I want to find something to do in this area because I've come all the way over here now, so have a little stroll around, see what I can find. Good afternoon. So I just went for Turkish brunch. I'll put a photo in because it's really cool, but I didn't video. But I'm now about to head out to the Grand Bazaar. I look exactly the same as yesterday, but I can assure you it is definitely a new day. I feel a lot more awake than I did yesterday, but all my clothes are at the laundrette still, so I'm still wearing the same thing. But yes, just about to head off to the Grand Bazaar, and yeah, I'm excited to see it. I can't believe I've never seen it in all my trips to Istanbul. So let's go. So I got on the wrong metro line, but this security woman asked two guys to help me, and they then spoke to the security man at the other end, and he let us on without having to pay. Oh, and I just dropped a ticket, so that's good. So the Grand Bazaar is open, and I've made it here. So this is the largest covered market in the world. It's very famous, and it's definitely one of the best things to do in Istanbul. Thank you. Teşekkürler. I'm not going to buy any Turkish ice cream, but let's go and have a look at how it's made. Who loves a good pun? Photo man. So I'm in, you can't see me at all, but there we go. I'm in the Basilica Cistern, which is a large underwater reservoir in the middle of the touristy area of Istanbul. And yeah, it's pretty cool, it's pretty spooky really. So yeah, just checking this out now. So now I'm in Sultanahmet Square, which is the main touristy square of this part of Istanbul, and there's some cool monuments and stuff to check out here. I remember coming here the first time I was in Istanbul. It's very near to the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque, and yeah, there's some cool things to look at. Gonna go have a little browse now. Wow, so this original obelisk was set up in around 1450 BC by the Egyptian dynasty, the 18th dynasty of Egypt. So it's super old, but obviously like it's been restored, and this isn't, well, this isn't the original one obviously, but there has been one on this site since then, and they've replicated it to look very similar. So that's super cool, and nods to how much of a crossroads Turkey is at. The Egyptians put up a few of these obelisks all over the area, sort of Mesopotamia area. So yeah, shows you how close we are. So I'm just trying to work out what to do now. I think I've done pretty much everything that I want to do in this area. So the things to do, the Sultanahmet area where I am now, it's where the main tourist attractions of Istanbul are and where the old city is. So the main attractions are the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, the Grand Bazaar where I was earlier today, this square, Sultanahmet Square, and the Basilica System, which I was just in, and yeah, this sort of, you know, it's all the ancient city, so it's all very interesting to walk around. This is when the city used to be called Constantinople. It hasn't always been known as Istanbul. So yeah, it's a pretty cool area. It's definitely, you know, it's where the main touristy area of the city. But I think I've seen pretty much everything I want to see now. I might walk to the Spice Bazaar, which is a different bazaar. I went to a bazaar the first time I was in Istanbul, but I can't remember what it was called. It wasn't the Grand Bazaar, not the one I was in earlier today, and I thought it was the Spice Bazaar, but on my maps the Spice Bazaar seems quite, well, like a kilometre away, not that far away. And the one I went to was right by the Blue Mosque, so I don't think it is the same place. But I might go check that out and then get the metro back to the other side of the river where I'm staying, get a falafel, because I think I'm meeting up with some friends tonight. So yeah, I think that might be my plan. So I'm in the Spice Bazaar now, and it certainly smells spicy. It smells good. It's quite similar to the Grand Bazaar, as in it's covered, but I think it's quite a lot smaller, so I'm just going to walk through now, look at the spices.
Vermedim diyorum, vermedim.
A little bit busy here in Istanbul at the moment. Anyway, I'm gonna find the metro and go back to Taksim and buy a falafel for dinner. So, I don't know where this underpass is taking me. Probably to the other side of the road, which is probably where I want to be. So let's give it a go. So another thing that I'd really recommend doing in Istanbul, which again I've already done, is taking a cruise along the Bosphorus. And there's just one leaving now. So you can take them from this area, this waterfront part. And yeah, it's all very nice. So I'm going to this metro station on the bridge. Okay, so I finally have some clean clothes on, and I'm off to, I'm off to a trivia night. So just trying to work out where I get a taxi from now. Good morning. So it is Friday. I don't know why I'm saying good morning. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. I drank some wine last night and didn't feel that great this morning, but I went out for breakfast. It was very good, but as per usual I forgot to film it, so there is no film of my breakfast, but it was really good. So just yeah, rest in the knowledge that it was very nice. And I've just spent the last couple of hours in the Museum of Innocence, which is just behind me. It's this building here. And yeah, it was really good. It's just a small place, but it took me like 2 hours to work my way around. It's a really interesting museum. It's about it was in a book before it was a museum. There's a lot of bikes here. So yeah, it was fictional before it was an actual museum. And now, then the museum was created. They intended to create the museum at the same time. And it's a true story. It's basically a story about a man who was really heartbroken and kind of details all of this. But it's interesting the way it's like laid out. And yeah, it's hard to explain, but it is pretty interesting. It's set in 1970s Istanbul, so that's cool as well. Like, there's quite a lot to learn about the culture of 1970s Istanbul, which is very interesting. And then the audio guide just takes a while to listen to, so that's where I've been for the last 2 hours. And now I'm going to go down to Karaköy, I think that's the neighbourhood called. Have a little walk around there. There's a tower I want to go up, so I'm going to do that. And then I might go to a hammam if I've got time. My train, well, I've got to be at the station at 8:30, and then I get a free shuttle bus to the other station, and then my train is at like 20 to 10 tonight. So I've got a bit of time, but yeah, I just slept for a while today. Try and climb the thing now. Wish me luck.
Yeah.
Saw like all of the city basically, including the other side of the Bosphorus and Asia, so the other side of the other river, which I can't remember what the name of it is. So that was really cool. Yeah, the line was like an hour long though, it took quite a while. So now I'm going to take a little stroll just down to Karaköy just to see if there's any nice photos I can take and just like see it before I go. And then I'm going to go back up to why am I having such trouble with names? I cannot, like, I should not drink wine. I forget everything. I literally forget what my own name is. The pedestrian street in Taksim. I'm going to remember it and write it in here. I'm going to go up to there after I get my fourth falafel in 3 days because it's just such a cheap and nice dinner. I really should be more creative, but it's so cheap that I can't say no. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to, yeah, go and get my bags and leave Istanbul, which I'm very sad about, but I'm going to come back soon. I always come back to Istanbul. So I'm down by Karaköy now. This is a really nice area just for an afternoon stroll. Yeah, pretty pleasant. You can get Bosphorus cruises from here as well and cross over to the other side, which is Sultanahmet, which is where I was yesterday. Hello from the train. just got on the train that takes me to Bucharest in Romania, so I'm going to finish this Istanbul vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you would like to see more of my videos from Bali to London with no flights, please subscribe. Thank you, bye!